Dear viewers, this is the first of the Expert Speaks program in the year 2023. Before I commence, I take this opportunity to wish you all a very, very happy new year 2023. NRI Money Clinic is on a journey. We are committed for financial literacy of women, and we have taken up this as a special theme for this particular year. So let's begin this year with a speaker who is an eminent lady who has done extraordinary work in financial literacy of women. In this episode, our guest faculty, Ms. Rupa Krishna, is going to talk about why it's absolutely essential for a woman to have financial literacy. This is NRI Money Clinic for you. I am Dr. Chandrakanta, your financial guide for a happy living.
NRI Money Clinic. No hype, just the right advice.
Dear viewers, to talk about the subject of financial literacy for women, I have invited the guest faculty, Director of Sapient Wealth Advisors and Brokers Private Limited, Ms. Rupa Krishna. Ms. Rupa Krishna is a very illustrious personality. She started her career way back in 1991 in the field of finance. She started her entrepreneurial journey in the year 2003. In a career spanning over close to 2 decades, she has built assets under management of over 1,500 crores, and she is serving a community of 1,500 clients. The speciality about this lady is not that she has picked up the high net worth individuals and made them into super HNIs. She has picked up the common man on the ground, helped them during the emotional turmoil, and made them into HNI. Her works have been appreciated everywhere, and CNBC TV Award has awarded with the best financial advisor for many years, starting from 2013 to 2019. Welcome to the show, Ms. Rupa Krishna.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. And I wish all your viewers a very happy new year and a happy 2023, which gives them financial abundance and financial well-being for them. Thank you so much for again giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts. And I hope this helps them to give them a direction to manage their wealth and their money, which also gives them the independence and also gives them the financial security.
Rupa, one thing we observed during our videos when the audience watched the program, 85% of the audience is men folk. Only 15% are the women who watch this program. My question to you is, why women shy away from finance? You have been a practitioner for such a long period of time. You have helped a lot of ladies to come out of this cocoon and create wealth for themselves. Why this hesitancy? Is it a genetic factor? Is it a social taboo? Is it that the men folk have put this thing on them? Why this hesitancy on part of the ladies?
So, Doctor, it's a very interesting question, and this question is always has too many answers to it, right? So it all depends. If you go back history, if you go back to the last 4, 5, 6 decades, I think women are always associated with as homemakers all these years. And as homemakers, we feel saying that they can only manage home. But we forget that when they manage homes, there is also money associated to it. Like a limited amount of resources is given by the spouse to the wife to run the homes. And that wife really beautifully runs the house. It could be the wife, it could be the mother, or it could be the sister who manages that money, not even looking into saying that how many guests who come extra during that period, that 1 month period. But she just manages the money and she manages the food and everything fantastically well. So women are very good financial managers. It is just that they have a fear. And there is a taboo in the society saying that, can a woman manage money? And most of the women fear to manage the money because they want peace in the house.
Rupa, the household runs in any case with the help of men. Finances will run. But why you feel that every woman should be financially literate? The lady will take care of the house, man will take care of the financial aspect of it. If that is the case, why a lady must have a financial literacy? Can you elaborate on that?
Firstly, I think it's very important saying that women manage their own money. It just elevates your life, correct? And financial knowledge and awareness can actually empower women, not for herself, but for the whole family. There is a saying that if a woman gets educated, the whole society and the whole society gets educated. But if a man gets educated, it's just the man who gets educated for himself. In the same way, when you empower women to manage, to help her manage that money, she's not only going to manage, but she's going to empower a lot of other women also to manage the money. And it is very essential because if you go back, there is, because women live longer than men, there are statistics which says that by the age of 65, 36% of women are widowed, vis-a-vis men, which is 19%. So if that is, and as women live longer than men, at some point of in their life, there is going to be a period where they will have to manage their own finances. And my experience says, when those kind of situation comes in, which is when they become widowed, when they undergo divorce, most of them also when they are single women, when that situation happens, what happened? They wonderfully, beautifully manage their money, but they start managing that money when they are emotionally at the lowest, and they are absolutely in stress when they start managing. But once they start managing, they are the best, because they are born, women are actually born talented financial planners traditionally, as they manage their day-to-day finances beautifully, which could be paying bills, buying groceries, buying clothes. And I think they also become the most important pillars for the financial prosperity of every household.
Rupa, I fully agree with you. I have seen during the course of my practice, which is almost similar as yours, close to about 3 decades now, the family will be perfectly fine when the man and woman are there, and the man manages the finance. And for whatever the reason, the bad luck, natural course of time, when the man leaves, the lady just cannot handle finance. She is grieving. She doesn't have the knowledge. She needs the support of men folk, the friends or the brothers, sisters, and most of the cases, the society takes advantage of this illiteracy of the woman. The woman will not have the real financial freedom when the man leaves. It becomes absolutely essential. I have been telling my clientele to open accounts for their wives, to teach them, to involve them in the financial affairs. My thoughts have been well resonated by your articulation as well. Rupa, I and you can concur on the fact that the women should be financially literate. It's easier said than done. There should be an active involvement. There should be a support structure. There should be the support of men folk for this to happen. How do you think men can join hands and create a facilitating atmosphere, or how they can be the helping hands to create the financial literacy for women? You have done this with so many, like hundreds of them. How could you able to achieve? Can you give a few points for the benefit of my audience?
Sure. So let's look back in the last 18 to 20 months. I think the pandemic has also taught a very important lesson, that women need to be competent and aware of the financial matters, correct? Because unawareness is going to bring in some serious repercussions that has happened in a lot of families in the last 2 years. So it is time that we take initiative to educate every woman, give her that empowerment to take that financial decision which will help her achieve every milestone that she is going to have in the next coming years. And for that, I think every man, when he decides on the investments, on the financial decisions at home, I think he has to be making her an integral part of that discussion, integral part of sharing, to make her feel comfortable saying that she can also manage. I think the most important thing is it is about the comfort, but it is also essential that the woman also come forward, because today I think women are having higher education. They are already likely today to competing in colleges, in graduate schools, correct? So it's not that they are not good at academics. They are excellent at academics. In the same way, if they can put that particular knowledge into their managing finance, I think that it's like a fantastic thing that can help them so that they don't go through stress in later part of their life.
In fact, it's for the better for the men itself. If the lady of the house takes some interest in the financial aspect, that can take a lot of load of work from the men folk. And when she has free time, she learns it. And it's going to be a best arrangement. I have always told people, look, the conservativeness of a lady is not something which is bad, which is always good. Aggressiveness of the man is not bad, but when we are able to combine that conservativeness which is there in a lady with the aggression of the man, and if you are able to find a middle ground, probably that's the best arrangement one can think of, a family can go through. Only a man or a woman is complete when that conservatism is in the heart of the aggression of the man. What do you feel about this?
Oh, absolutely. It will resonate because if you look at the kind of returns that we have for our women clients who've been there with us for the last 20 years, I think they have stood by the storm. They've been very, very conservative, very calm, very conservative. They don't want extraordinary returns, but they stay invested. Because they stay invested, their returns have been much higher than the men folks who keep on churning here, when the markets are volatile. So women portfolios in our case has given better returns than the men. I don't want to look like very feminist, but I'm just sharing the numbers that actually show. And one important thing, doctor, what I have seen is saying that the kind of emotional stress the women go through during the period when they are alone is something which is just unimaginable. So it is so important to prioritize and help them understand how savings happen, how they can manage money, they can handle the bank accounts. My only submission to all the women is basically saying that please improve your financial welfare. If you can manage to have a paycheck and you have the earning ability, please, and you also have the power to spend, then please do have a choice of savings too, so that you can handle everything together.
I still remember my mother at this time. When my mother died, I didn't know that she had so much money. You know where she has kept the money? She had kept money in a can inside the kitchen, in between the saris, in between different places. It didn't even go to the bank.
Absolutely.
But she was a wonderful lady and she kept this money safely. But had she been financially literate and if the instruments were to be available there, probably she could have brought us up in a much more better way, in a financially better way. I personally feel this is one thing. When my mother passed away, the amount of money she kept hidden inside the house was a mind-boggling amount.
Absolutely.
Dear viewers, what do you think about this? Do you think your wife, your sister, your mother, your colleague, any lady person whom you come in contact with that, do you feel should they be financially literate? How can you make it happen? What are your thoughts? I would like to hear from you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Rupa, we don't have to teach the ladies how to save. That is innate. That is there. The only thing which perplexes me is they are very comfortable with the fixed deposit. They are very comfortable with the gold. They just don't like the volatility. Volatility and the women folk don't go together. Why this is so? See, at the end of the day, if the wealth has to be created, they have to participate in the growth of the economy. How you can make it happen for the ladies? How can you make them come out of this cocoon and take meaningful risk? What's your suggestion for the ladies?
So, doctor, I'll just go back a little bit and share saying that when it comes to money, I think the money is never discussed in our dining tables with our family. Second, money is never discussed with friends because there is a taboo in the society when people discuss with money. Where do you learn money? You learn managing money on the streets. And we go by hearsay what our grandparents did and what our parents did, and we look at that and imbibe that own practice and sustain, right? Yes, if you look at India, if you look at in the last few decades, let's say 5 decades or 6 decades after our independence, I think our great grandfathers were in a survival kind of a situation, right? For them, it was survival. They had to earn and they had to take care of their families. Then came our parents, who became a little better, and they came out of that scarcity mindset to a little better, saying that, okay, I am able to sustain myself. During the period of when there is scarcity and sustaining period, the only thing that you would do is to buy homes or you buy gold and see that you are safer, because that is what is saleable and you can get money out of it. Right? So you restricted yourself to gold, real estate kind of investments. Then came a situation where you had, when India opened up in the 90s, then you had equity markets, which were also a part of our journey. Then you had other investment options, which is like fixed deposit, tax-free bonds, and everything. So what happened is now you have a whole gamut of things, which is equities, mutual fund, portfolio management service, everything is available. If you go back 4-5 decades ago, the kind of opportunities for investment were less. Now the opportunities have become more. Please, the problem is we have not understood why we are investing. We are only investing. The main purpose of investment is our money has to grow above inflation to sustain our lifestyle. Now, if we actually educate it could be investors, and make them understand that your money has to grow by inflation to have the same standard of living, and it is only the equity markets which will give you returns above inflation, then what you can do is you can do an asset allocation. You can put some money into gold, some money into fixed deposits, some money into PPFs, some money into equities, asset allocated in a way saying that you are able to sustain your life. It is because of the lack of understanding about why these different products were there 5-6 decades ago and what is the change that we have today is something, if people understand, then I think there is a whole gamut of things where people will start investing. And it is very essential for every investor to go to an expert to understand why they should go into different asset classes to sustain their lifestyle. Most of us, what we do is we are inhibitioned because we feel you need large sums of money to go and take an advice or go and take assistance from somebody or an expert to understand and invest. But that's not the case. Even if you have the smallest money, I think you seek your advice, seek your guidance to help you to create that wealth.
Rupa, these are absolutely wise words from you. I'm very sure our audience will take cues from here. They find comfort. The lady viewers, the husbands who want their wives to start the investment journey will take cues from here and make a beginning after listening you out. One last question to you before I let you go. NRI Money Clinic is committed for financial literacy in the year 2020. Can I ask you what suggestions you have for us to make this happen at our YouTube level?
Doctor, I'm sure you have been having such large followers on YouTube and they listen to your videos. From here, what I can only say is to all the women who are listening from their homes, don't have the inhibitions saying that it is the men who can only manage the money. Every one of us can manage the money. You've been managing homes for years. Our grandmothers and mothers have managed, you managing. Most of your viewers also would be working and having a paycheck which they would be earning. If they are capable of all of that, they can also manage money. It is no rocket science. It's very simple. It's about budgeting, getting your budgets, whatever is the excess, how you can save. Please, I would request everybody, just like all the women, they go and take advice for their children's education, schools. They will go and talk about which is the best doctors. They will go and talk about which is the best home care for their children. They will do all of that, which is the best place where you get good groceries, I think it's high time that the women also start checking with each other. Whom should you go and take guidance to help them to create this wealth? I think that's the essence that I want to share with everybody. Don't have the taboo, don't have this fear that you cannot manage. It's no rocket science. You might fail once, you may make some mistakes, but that's how you learn. And please don't have the inhibitions. I think 2023, we are moving into the new year. I think this is the year for you, and you can start from today.
Rupa, thank you very much for those wise words. I'm indeed grateful to you. I remain in gratitude to you for your kindness to spare time. I know how busy you are, how difficult it is to get in touch with you, how committed you are for your customers. And if there is a conflict of time you have to spare for somebody else and for your clients will always take the priority. I'm rather lucky to find a slot with you, and you have come all the way to share your knowledge. I remain in gratitude to you for this kindness. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Thank you. Thank you.
Dear viewers, if you think women's financial literacy is a very important thing and you are committed for one, please do like this video. If you are a person who is watching my channel for the first time, this is the time you should hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. Don't forget to share these videos with all the near and dear ones, especially your wife, sister, lady colleague, and all those people who must listen to this video. Thank you very much for watching this episode of NRI Money Clinic. I shall be back with you next Tuesday with yet another expert, with yet another topic. Till then, stay safe.
Press the bell icon for more details and subscribe our channel.